Welcome to vpod.ai. This deep dive is sponsored by StoneFly, your trusted solution provider and advisor in enterprise storage, backup disaster recovery, hyperconverged VMware, Hyper-V, Proxmox cluster, AI servers, SA365, a turnkey security appliance, public and private cloud. You can find out more over at stonefly.com. So today, we're diving into something new from Google, this AI Futures Fund. Sounds pretty significant.
It really does. Yeah, it looks like a major push to get involved directly with AI startups, the ones building, the next wave of things.
Right, not just building in-house, but helping others build too. So our goal today is what?
Like, kind of unpack this.
Exactly. Let's try and wrap our heads around how it works, who it's really for, and what kind of impact it might actually have on the whole AI scene.
Okay, so let's get right to the core then.
Yeah.
Why this fund? What's the main purpose Google stated for creating it?
Well, the primary goal seems to be finding and backing ambitious AI startups, but
Yeah.
it's more than just writing a check. It's about active collaboration.
Collaboration. Yeah, working together to speed up how innovative AI ideas get developed and eventually deployed. It feels like a strategic play, really. Shaping the ecosystem, maybe finding future talent or tech directions.
Okay, so it's deeper than just venture capital. You mentioned it's more than money. What are the startups actually getting if they get involved?
Right, this is where it gets interesting. So besides the chance for some direct equity investment.
Which is obviously nice.
Of course. But they also get early access to some pretty powerful Google DeepMind AI models. We're talking Gemini.
The big multimodal one.
Exactly. Hand is text, images, maybe more. A big leap. Plus Imagen for generating images and VO for video. Getting these tools early, that's a serious advantage.
Yeah, no kidding. Early access to that kind of tech is huge. But is there more? I think I had something about expertise, too.
Absolutely. That's a core piece. Direct collaboration with Google's own experts.
Like who?
Researchers, engineers, product folks, designers, even the go-to-market specialists from DeepMind and Google Labs. Real hands-on help.
Wow, so it's like having a speed dial to some top minds in AI, getting practical advice, strategy.
Precisely. That kind of mentorship and guidance can be invaluable, especially when you're trying to bring a complex AI product out into the world.
Makes sense. And I think there was something about cloud resources, too. Infrastructure is always a big cost for AI.
Yes, another key benefit, they get Google Cloud credits. Plus, dedicated technical support from cloud experts.
Okay.
Which is obviously crucial for all the heavy lifting, building, training, scaling these AI products. It does come with, the standard Google Cloud for startups eligibility rules and terms, but still.
Right. There are usually criteria there. What are they generally looking for in that program typically?
Usually it's, early stage companies, strong tech team, clear problem they're solving with AI, potential for growth. The support level often varies based on funding stage and stuff like that.
Got it. So, okay. Access to cutting-edge models, expert help, cloud power, and potentially investment. That sounds like a really comprehensive package.
It really does seem designed that way, kind of a holistic approach.
Yeah.
Helping them from the idea stage right through to scaling up.
So, that's the theory. But what about practice? Are there companies already in this? Can we talk about some examples?
Yeah, definitely. They've highlighted a few early participants already, which gives us a good feel for it.
Okay, like who?
Well, there's Toonsutra. They're an Indian digital comic and webtoon app.
Interesting.
And they're using Gemini's translation features.
Yeah.
The goal is to make comics accessible across all of India's different languages.
Ah, using AI to break down language barriers. That's a really cool application.
Exactly. It shows how AI can, really broaden access to content and creativity.
Great example. What else? Who's another one?
Another one is Vigle. They're building an AI platform for making memes.
AI meme making. Okay.
Yeah. And they're collaborating with Google to explore new ways to create video content using Gemini, Imagen, and VO together. It sort of points towards AI tools really shaking up how visual stuff gets made.
Huh. Pushing creative boundaries with AI tools. Very tangible. You mentioned a third one.
Yes, Rooms. Their platform is about creating, playing, and sharing interactive 3D spaces.
Okay, like virtual worlds.
Kind of, yeah. And they're using Gemini now to prototype richer, more engaging content experiences within those spaces. Think immersive environments, interactive stories, powered by AI.
Right. Those examples really paint a picture, don't they? Toonsutra for access, Vigle, and Rooms for new kinds of creation. It does sound like this support lets them move faster.
That seems to be the idea. Letting founders iterate quickly, test out bolder concepts, having that early access and direct feedback loop with Google experts helps them, maybe avoid some dead ends, find new angles they hadn't thought of.
Accelerating the whole process, essentially.
Yeah, shortening that learning curve, making things possible that maybe weren't before.
This all sounds very appealing. So for anyone listening who might be running an AI startup who can actually apply, is it limited?
Well, they say it's open to companies globally, basically anywhere Gemini is available.
Okay, pretty broad then.
Yeah. The main thing seems to be that they're looking for startups with a real vision for AI's future and, crucially, who want to collaborate with Google to make it happen.
So it's about that partnership aspect again, not just applying for a grant.
Exactly. It's a two-way street they seem to be aiming for.
So if you're out there building something ambitious in AI, and that kind of close collaboration with Google sounds good, this is something to look into.
Definitely. If you're aiming high in AI and want more than just funding, yeah, this AI Futures Fund is worth checking out.
So we've really dug into Google's AI Futures Fund today. It's clear the goal is about empowering that next generation of AI startups, giving them access, expertise, and maybe investment.
Yeah, and it was interesting to see those early examples, right? How they're already getting practical results, making content more accessible, exploring new kinds of creativity. It's not just theoretical.
No, absolutely. And the whole initiative, it just highlights how fast everything's moving in AI right now. It's incredibly dynamic. Seeing a big player like Google actively nurture these smaller companies, well, it speaks volumes.
It really does.
Mm.
By helping at the startup level, they're not just boosting individual companies, they're potentially enriching the whole AI ecosystem, making it more diverse, more innovative.
And, all this innovation, especially in AI, it relies heavily on solid infrastructure, doesn't it? Which brings us back to our sponsor, StoneFly.
Right.
They provide those robust, reliable solutions you absolutely need for data-heavy work like AI development, enterprise storage, backup disaster recovery, the whole suite for today's tech demands. You can see how they can help power your own future at stonefly.com.
And actually, speaking of critical infrastructure, especially data security, which is paramount for AI startups dealing with valuable data, StoneFly has a specific offer that's quite compelling. A 100 TB immutable and air-gapped SSO NAS. It's priced at $8,995. That gives you a really secure, protected space for your critical information. Immutable, air-gapped, that's serious protection.
Yeah, that sounds incredibly relevant. So thinking about this big picture, Google investing heavily in AI startups, and the simultaneous fundamental need for really secure, robust data infrastructure like StoneFly provides, what does that combination tell us about where innovation priorities are heading? It's definitely something to mull over.